Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today, we have got another Naruto character review for you. And today, we are going to be talking about Hayate Gekkō from just the original Naruto, mostly. So, first off, there's going to be some spoilers, so if you're not caught up on the show, or you haven't at least watched, through the tuning exams, at least most of it, you might want to catch up on that first. There's going to be some stuff from Shippuden, but not much. So let's get started. So Hayate Gekkō. We first see him during the Chunin exams. He is the proctor of the third exam, and he is the one overseeing the preliminary, where everybody faces off. One of the longer and more interesting arcs in the original Naruto, in all honesty. Now, Hayate, we don't see a ton of him even during that, because the focus is more on the individual matches than it is on Hayate himself. Now, we do notice he is not in great condition. He's got a really bad cough. He's got bags under his eyes. The guy looks pretty sickly, in all honesty. But and they don't really ever explain why, or like what's going on with him. But yeah. So he proctors the exam, and there are a few moments, and he seems like a fairly nice, like straightforward, laid back guy. Like he's not like Anko, who's like insulting everybody, or like spacing his name, the proctor for the first exam, who is, was like Ibiki. There we go. It's not like Ibiki, who was, like very like stern and this is, about everything. Like he was just very calm and just like, hey, so here, this we're gonna need a preliminary, and like he's like apologizing, like he's like he's very timid compared to the other two. The fact that like the third Hokage and like the other proctors were all there is probably a big part of the reason why he was shown any respect, because he wasn't really demanding it. He was being very, very timid. I guess that's just his nature. But yeah, he did insist that, hey, we need a preliminary, and he explained it. You know, it was a weird demeanor that he had. But yeah. So yeah, then when you see the matches, you don't see too much with him, although there are a few points where he's thinking about like calling a match early, but doesn't. Like he almost calls the match with Kankuro and early, due to the fact that I think maybe Shino too, due to the fact that like he didn't realize that they were actually like he didn't realize that they had like tricks up their sleeves, and that they weren't actually in danger, that there's like a substitution kind of thing going on. So it wasn't quite a substitution in either case, but similar-ish. Anyways, so yeah, there were some instances with that. I think he was kind of close to stopping the one with Naruto, just because Naruto was getting pummeled pretty hard at the start, but he made a pretty good comeback there. Anyways, yeah. And you see the fight with Neji and Hinata. You see like him and the other Jonin step in to like try and save her from getting killed. You don't see it really too much in the fight with Rock Lee and Gaara. Guy's kind of handling that one on his own. Because, yeah, Guy's pretty good at that kind of stuff, especially when it comes to Lee. So no one else really needed to intervene there, since Guy kind of handled that. But, yeah. So you get to see his personality a bit when they're drawing the lots for everything. You see his really calm demeanor, just kind of telling it how it is, not putting in no bluster, none of that. Just sort of, and he knows that people aren't going to be happy with what he says. He apologizes first, like even though he's the exam proctor, like the other proctors wouldn't have done that at all. They would have just been like, tough crap. Whereas he's like, yeah, sorry, but that's just kind of how it is. Sorry, like. Yeah. Now, of course, after the exams, we see him again. He shows up actually tailing Kabuto. So yeah, he's tailing Kabuto because Kakashi discovered that Kabuto was a spy. Um, when he tried to abduct Sasuke, and Kabuto managed to escape successfully, but still, Hayate did go and tail him, and he caught the meeting between him and Baki, the sensei for the Sand Shinobi, Gaara, Tamari, and Kankuro, and yeah, so he saw that. He saw Gaara's true form with the Shikaku. He heard about their plan to attack the Leaf. He went to go report it, but despite his stealth skills being quite good, he was detected, and Baki ended up fighting him and taking him out. But he did have good enough tracking skills and stealth skills to actually, make it there. But anyways, so he fights Baki. You see his you see his style. Apparently, he is I think it's a kenjutsu, one that uses swordsmanship, and he ends up fighting and hitting Baki with his sword with his crescent moon style, but Baki's able to stop the blade from going in too deep into his body, and then hits him with some wind style sword and takes him out. You don't see too much of the fight, but he is killed, and you do see that he is missed by a number of prominent shinobi. Interestingly enough, one of the Anbu that finds him is actually revealed later, like in Shippuden, to be like his girlfriend. So that's kind of an interesting little twist. Yeah, when he gets so this is getting into the Shippuden stuff now. So if you're not caught up there, but anyways, Baki got reincarnated by Kabuto, and of course he recognized Kabuto right away because his final mission was tailing Kabuto, and he died doing that, not at Kabuto's hands directly, but at the hands of one of Kabuto's allies. So yeah, so he recognized him, got caught up on everything that happened, and then there was like this whole thing with his girlfriend, which they find out about. Yeah, apparently he had an interesting little backstory where, you know, he trained her in the Crescent Moon style, and yeah, and she ended up becoming an Anbu, and I think she like generally beat him. But yeah, it was a kind of a touching story. Anyways, that's Hayate Gekkō. There's not a whole lot more to say about him. Like he was around for one arc, but he was pretty important during that arc. So yeah. Anyways, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel for more videos. I do a number of these Naruto character reviews, but I mostly do Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 stuff. So if you like D&D 3.5, definitely subscribe to the channel. Ring that notification bell so that you never miss out on a video. Anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.